still bothered me. Took them out, like was rinsing them and everything. It still bothered me, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just time to change them out. Which I did, and I can see so much better now. So yeah, we're finally live. We're going to go over a lot of art and cosplay tonight. There was an interesting topic brought up earlier today. Chappy Lips brought up some stuff about, like, hey, pricing and commissions. And I think that's a good conversation to talk about, especially if we're going over all this art stuff. So we'll talk about that tonight. Renzo, what's up, buddy? Hello. Hello, Charles Kliatz. Charles always makes awesome art. I want more art from Charles. What's up, Drizzle? Hello, my nizzle. I need some more upbeat music to play than this ghost music, though, because this is just... I feel like we're going to just be sad. Yeah, if you guys can, share the stream. Tag anybody that you know when their artwork comes up. I'm going to repeat this a few times. Thank you, Renzo. What's up, Tia? How are you doing? Let me get the link. Renzo, my boy Renzo. Do I not have my handshake on here? Oh, there it is. That's what it's going to be like. So we might have to do a arm wrestling competition between me and Josh Mickey, apparently. Here you go, Tobago. You want your treat? You can go for it. Good boy. It's gone now. Alfonso, what's up? Mackenzie. Oh, I'm on CPT all day, every day. You can ask anybody in the chat right now. They know I'm going to be late. Yeah, my neck's way better. I can do this again. Like, it still hurts, a little sore, but it's much, much better. Thank you. This is too serious a song for what we're gonna be looking at tonight. Give me a video game with some good music to pull up. I need something outstanding. Something fun, something lively. Renzo says you can take him. I did escape room with Mickey. Those muscles are just for sure. T Freeland, what's up? Thank you for liking the stream. I need to follow T Freeland, especially with that new Call of Duty trailer. Maybe we need to watch that. Can I watch the Call of Duty trailer without the whole stream being flagged? Parappa. Ooh, that's a good one. Jet Set Radio? Oh, I'll put them both on there. Let's start off with Jet Set Radio. Actually, no, we'll start off with Parappa because more people will realize what that is. DJ Hero? Ugh, that game sucks, Renzo. Spooky Verdansk. I just worry that if I bring that up, that I won't be able to, like, is the song going to get flagged, you know? Let's see. Spooky Verdansk. Spooky Verdansk. Renzo, understand. Where is the haunting of Verdansk? What are these fake YouTube videos? People aren't really scared. Change this over to the fighter and the foxes. Look at this. This guy isn't actually scared. Come on now, don't be ridiculous. Let's see, Verdansk trailer. The concept of love. Mass Effect 2. T Freeland says it was sweet. Alright. We'll play this and hopefully I won't get flagged. Oh god, seriously? I don't want to sign in on this account. This is like my account where I can just be me. You can look at data while tying into this. I think that's my password. Oh god, now I gotta go through my... Yes, that's my recovery number. Ugh. What's up, VV Chan? Devil May Cry soundtrack? That's good too. Renzo, if you hear knock at the door in a few minutes because of your DJ Hero comments, open up, stop flaming poop on your desktop. Oh, thank you, Thomas. I got it though.
I still say nothing on earth can scare me. But this was straight from hell. Go check that out.
This is the perspective from Thomas. So Thomas, you and all the Call of Duty people need to tell me exactly what's going on here. Okay, this is dope. So, do you get to actually be zombies in this? Or like, are you fighting just against like a survival mode zombies? Or jump superpowered zombies?
Come on, let's go! Kill that fucking thing! Roddy, come on! Roddy, no!
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
You know what would make this even better? What's up, Lola Curtis? I need to add Candyman into this. Maybe it's too political hot topic. Thomas will most likely stream it tomorrow. If you want to get in the game tomorrow, Thomas, maybe. Oh no, I can't. I got family. Oh. We'll just host Thomas's stream tomorrow. And says I think they were bringing back zombie mode.
Let's go, let's go!
They should have a Twisted Metal black tie. Oh, that's cool. Pumpkinhead skin. Wait till Battlefield claps back with their game. I used to really like Battlefield. They're both good games though. Have you, Alfonso, have you played Modern Warfare?
The bastards took my brothers.
Zombie Royale. That's cool. I don't know the significance of the guy with the mask. That's pretty cool. Haunting begins October 20th. Here we'll play some of the music over it.
But this was straight from hell.
Well, that looks cool. Nighttime mode. Yeah, I read that like the stuff only happens at night when it activates. It's Leatherface. No, the plastic mask guy. The let me see. That guy. That's not Leatherface, is it? Like, I know who that guy is. Talking about the guy with the who's wearing like the bad COVID plastic mask. Where are you? This guy. This is like a Call of Duty lore guy, right? Assuming. This old man Logan, is that Wolverine? He's wearing his mask over the wrong part. It should be over his face. Alright. We looked at Call of Duty. And says, I don't know either. Oh, he's missing an eye, so you know you can get him on depth perception. That should be to your advantage. Just keep running back and forth. Renzo, that's Reznikov. Alfonso, I've not played Modern Warfare, but I've been more of a Battlefield player due to bigger maps and intense situations. It's pretty fun. I used to be more of a Battlefield player too. I like them both for different reasons. What's up, Morales? How you doing? Renzo, or however you spell his name. This is actually a cosplay of David Morales. This is what he looks like. COD has price and soap, done deal. So, something that most of this community doesn't know anything about. Thomas Freeland, thank you for liking the stream. Alright, let's get into this. Is that Phantom of the Opera? And then I cry, cry, cry. When you die, die, die. Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me, Tobago. I've got a poop bag on my face, Tobago. Don't look at me. You're just eating your treat. You don't care. The angel of music. Oh, do I? I should get that. Let's see. Nos! Please don't look at me! I'm hideous! Tobago! You don't love me, Tobago. This isn't Phantom of the Opera? Philistine? I'm not from the Philippines, Renzo. What are you talking about? Ariana knows what's up. Count Chocula over here. That's right, David Morales. I am the Count. 1, 2, 3 pieces of garbage in the chat. We have Renzo, David Morales, and whoever's next, I don't know. Alphonsus, it would be great if Netflix had a live action Five Nights of Freddy. Why are we still looking at this? Alright, let's go look at the art stuff. We got to look at the arts and the cosplay stuff. Y'all distracting me! I can't focus! I can't focus! I want you, Josh Mickey. I'm gonna arm wrestle you, and I'm gonna lose. Alright, let me get this link. You can share with us your anime art and cosplay at Do It by Friday. Or else. This is the kind of community leadership GAM has. We like to threaten you. Because it's 2020. Why not? Alright. Thing, no, it's not that. There we go. There we go. Let's look at some of the arts and the cosplays, and let's bring in that music you guys suggested earlier. Alright, let's go. Let's see. If you know anybody that's being mentioned here tonight, tag him in the chat. Let them know that they're being talked about. $100 is up for grabs for the judges prize, and that's $50 for you, and then $50 for the charity that you chose. And then another $50 prize for the People's Choice. That's decided by all y'all voting and liking and sharing and whatnot. That'll be a $25 prize for that winner and the charity that you choose. And then we'll do a whole bunch of honorable mentions. One of the things we realized quickly is that first off, we only had like a People's Choice, and then we're like, okay, this doesn't work because sometimes it's too much of a popularity contest, and we need to respect the artists and their work. Especially, you know, I'm an artist. I felt that pain too. And then started doing like the judges' choice, and we're like, oh damn, there's so many other great pieces here. we really need to at least acknowledge them in some way, shape, or form. So now we have like different categories for honorable mention. Dave Morales says, "Oh, I am a slacking. I haven't seen some of these. Let's start with this one that Dave Morales hasn't seen and makes his pants off body." This is this rap music's kind of not what I expected. I can't focus. Once I hear rap music, I want to start like rapping along with it. We'll do Jet Set. There you go. Ariana says Pluto was my favorite. We're gonna look at Ariana's cosplay just in just a little bit. So this is Caught in the Rain, Pluto's Secret Identity by Mackenzie Morris. I should put that in the chat.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
I hit that GIF by accident. That was for no reason. Sorry, y'all. Chosen charity St. Jude's Hospital. Oh look, he even made her shirt kind of transparent. So that means right now half of the chat is yeah, probably in a restroom. Remember, don't take it out during a Zoom call. You can lose your job over that. That happened today, I think. Mackenzie Morris, props on this. I really like this one. Add the little sparkly sparkle. I like the nod, not the nod, the extra work in terms of having transparency in the clothing. That was a nice touch. Actually seeing some like kind of like water spots. Yeah, that's cool. Dave Morales says, "Shade and lighting is okay. That's okay. That's not the other thing that people think it is sometimes. That was an okay." Let's go on to the next one. I gotta put down the music in my headset. Is the music okay for you guys or is it too loud? I think it's alright. Remember, like these pieces if you want to support them. You can like more than one piece. This helps the artist because, hey, gets that algorithm up. More people see their work and hopefully they get exposed to them. Maybe they can purchase some of it. Who knows? Renzo Sanchez says one hand on the mouse, the other not on the keyboard. Yeah, pretty much. Dave Morales, no, you were right the first time. Crawfish Daddy. Alright, next up. Rem and Ram by Cam Lordy. Let's see, Rem and Ram by Cam Lordy. Chosen charity, First Coast, No More Homeless Pets. What is this from? I don't know this anime. I want to say I saw somebody, I think Katie McDaniels? Or Daniels? I can't remember. She helped us with the Dragon Ball Gladiators translations. I want to say she cosplayed as this with like her husband at one of the GAM shows. Renzo says, to be honest, everyone's art looks amazing. I should have tried harder on mine. I still haven't mastered my iPad yet. Yours was really good, Renzo. I'm proud of you, Renzo. Proud of you. That's from ReZero. Okay, no lie. When I read that, I read it as Resident Evil 0. And I'm assuming that is incorrect. ReZero? If I Google this, what am I going to find? Is it going to be safe? Let's do it. Let's see what it is. ReZero. Should I go to images? Nah, I probably shouldn't. I'll go to the... Let's go to the wiki. That should be safe. I've never seen this before. Interesting. Not safe for work? Alright, thank you, Charles. I appreciate it. Heading on back. But yeah, you can find them on Instagram. Let's see, Instagram. I probably should have pinned my earlier comment about where you can submit all your stuff. Where are you? There we go. Renzo says it should be fine if safe search is on. I don't ever keep safe search on, Renzo. I gotta live my life. Charles Cliet. So, ReZero is great. Okay. Well, I guess I won't Google it later then, Charles. I was hoping to find something good. Wink. Dave Morales. Kawaii Weeb shot is also 100. No idea on anime either. Ariana says, I watched some of it but fell off and never got back to finishing it. I was depending on you, Ariana. I was depending on you. Mackenzie replying to Ariana, definitely was my faves. Mars was a close second. Oh, there you are, Mackenzie. We were looking at your artwork just a second ago. Everybody, Mackenzie is in the chat. Please say hi, Mackenzie. But give props to Mackenzie for their work. Give them, do like a thumbs up. That's easy. Give them just like it or whatever, and support Mackenzie and his artwork. Charles Clay, just add Rule 34 to your search. You're right, Charles. You are correct. Alright, let's go on to the next one. That's it! That's all. No, okay, I pressed the wrong button. Mackenzie says hi to Mackenzie. Alright, hi. Thank you for your art. Let's see. All right, what do we got next here? What do we got next? Phantom Thieves by Alex Zambrano. Hi, Mackenzie! I don't know why I said it in that voice. Dave Morales says, yes, P5. This is Renzo's least favorite game. Persona. Renzo says so many hours of my life wasted. They did this piece for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. I don't know why this is such like an anime thing, doing this. It's literally a Phantom of the Opera. Oh man, my accents are all over the place. Phantom of the Opera thing. Ariana says, this makes me want to play Persona again! Phantom Thieves! Spirit Bomb. I love seeing work like this. Just a drawing on a piece of paper. Simple. There's something raw about it. Like seeing the different line weights and people start sketching and whatnot. I like this piece. I like this a lot. Takes me back to when I was in escuelas. In high escuela. Learning the things. Mackenzie, thank you for this awesome group of awesome artists. Thank you for being a part of it, Mackenzie. Like, it's funny how you meet people doing this. Like, I've seen your artwork now for the past few months, and I genuinely look forward to seeing it. Like, I want to see what you're making. And it's really cool. I remember I used to be like, when I was more active in my drawing, just finding other people to draw with helped make me better. Made us all better. Made us all a little bit more confident. And pushed us. It was fun. Yes! Renzo says my mother thought that your voice sounds like mine. My voice does sound like yours. What are you talking about? This is a pic of Renzo. This Goku Super Saiyan 4 cosplay by Jacopo Pavone. This guy's actually from Italy. For Extra Life Jacksonville, photography by Chiari Santaterra. Everybody, give me some flex emojis in the chat. Let's go! Instagram, Jackcosplayer. They actually submitted 2 pieces. These are awesome. Renzo says, no. My voice has a unique lack of emotion behind it. Kind of does, you're right. David Morales says, even though we don't speak of GT, that is a good cosplay. Also, Extra Life Jacksonville. That's a good cosplay. A good cosplay. Y'all need to like these pics, man. Like, how does this one only have one? Only Ariana appreciates the work on the hair, the costume, and the muscles. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas throwing it down. Thank you for the flex, Thomas. T. Freeland. Check out his Call of Duty stream tomorrow. There you go. It's T. Freeland time. Dave Morales coming in double time. Charles Cleat Forbidden cosplay. This is a badass piece. Here we go, more shirtless guys for y'all. Pain Chibaku Tensei. I'm pronouncing this wrong. By Adam Smizek. Smizek? What is this, Naruto? Or One Piece? One of those? Y'all know I don't know much about anime. I know Ranma, Dragon Ball. That's like it. Mackenzie, GT never happened. Boom, 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 boom. I like that, Mackenzie. Ariana says, I know you didn't just say One Piece. I don't know. I don't know things, Ariana. I don't know things. I'm sorry, Miss Grande. I just don't know. David Morales says, nice! I don't know. This guy, this person could be from Mega Man. This is Rockman. Is that what's going on? Pain from Naruto. Alright, I guess I should have read that, huh? Not the Grande. Yo, Grande can sing. Get that money, money. Let's see, there we have. Oh, can I get this time thing to go? Here we go. Guitaro by John Borrego. For First Coast, No More Homeless Pets. If anyone knows John Borrego, tag him. Why aren't some of these tags coming through for the charities? Let's have to fix that right now. Ariana, that's a really cool concept. Right? It's fusing... Oh, dang. I used to love hearing this song. This is a fusion of Goku and a random British police officer. That's where that hat comes from, I'm assuming. Renzo, that's from Samurai Pizza Cats. That's really cool. You know what? This is one of the few pieces in this contest this time around that someone's done like some original content. And that's cool. Original content's okay. Bring it on. I like it. Let's see, and this is Joe Exotic from Tiger King by Terrell Tolliver. Right? Naruto by Terrell Tolliver. Terrell's pieces this month, I really like what he's doing with his coloring. Maybe because the theme is anime, but I like the contrast and I want to say like the simplification of colors has gone over really well with his style. I really like it. You can find Terrell on Instagram at TNT Draws. Whoever suggested Jet Set Radio, you did it right. Any of y'all watch the Naruto's? Someone else. Are people still replying to stuff about this arm wrestling thing? I'm getting notifications on Facebook right now. Alright, let's see. What do we got next here? Here's another one. Goku Super Saiyan 3 by Jacopo. Photography by David Rizzi. David Morales, I'm flooding you with likes. Hell yeah! Flood away, Morales! Flood away. I'm not getting to see them! I need to... Okay, let me go to the Facebook stream so I can see what you're doing over there. Let me go over... Man, I'm sorry, Morales. I'm missing out on y'all's... Have y'all been doing likes this whole time and not even seeing it? Is that what's going on? Let's see here. David Morales. I'm voting now, Ryan Thompson! Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, those kind of likes. I thought you meant like liking the stream. Good. Thank you, Morales. Thank you. You know... It really makes a huge difference for the artists too. Like they want to know, they want to look and see that people actually connected with their art. It's such a small thing, but it really does make a big difference. It makes a big impact, I should say. Wow, let me write something up here. Hold on. Go vote here and in real life. Dave Morales trolling and participating. 2 birds with 1 stone. I think this is one of the most bad. I love how he did the hair here. I think it's out of paper. It looks like paper. I remember Heather King did something similar when she made her Super Saiyan Vegeta. That's really cool. And we got a lot of Dragon Ball for this anime deal. Goku versus Moro by Gene Panda Santana for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I don't know how many of you guys are keeping up with the current Dragon Ball art with Goku right now fighting Moro. Isn't that new issue? When does the... If Anne's in the chat, when does the new issue drop? The next week? Look at that gray Ultra Instinct. Got the background letters. I love the body posture and the face. The face sells it. Not only that, not only does he sell it with the face, look at this hand. Look at the fingers there. Took the time to actually draw the fingers like, oh, I'm in pain. 15 hours? Oh, dang. Okay, tomorrow? Alright. I know what I'm reading tomorrow. Let's see. Bulma Briefs on Namek by Sarah Townsend. Hands are extremely painful to draw. You're right. That's why most of the time... Hold on a second. I gotta make sure I do this right. Gotta make sure you don't Rob Liefeld those hands and like just do like a color block just so you don't have to draw it. We try to hide it behind like a cloth or a rock or something. Like, I don't want to draw these fingers.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Alright, I don't know if that's... Oh, crap. I hit the animation again by accident. My bad. This is a really cool piece. Like, I don't know. I don't think the foreground is fake. The foreground, I think... Maybe they're like in a real cave or something? I don't know. But I like how the lighting is bouncing off of everything. Like, that's really cool. I kind of wish the lighting was shifted just a little bit here. I wish it was like kind of like up around here instead. So it would make more sense for the light to go that way. Maybe light up her face. But that's nitpicking to like a ridiculous degree. Like this Dragon Ball looks dope. This costume is amazingly well done. The hair is on point. The whole background image, like that, she's on Planet Namek. Ariana says, this is really nice and her outfit looks so comfy, right? Like, this is something you could actually wear. That's pretty dope. Oh, let's look at the reflection. Maybe we can see what was actually going on. David Morales says, yeah, I love this piece. This is a really good one. This is what happens when you have... I should add a photography line onto this. This is when your talent, your model, and your photographer are all working in concert. Like you're combining your... I don't know what the correct phrase is. The sum of the parts? I don't know. But everything works here. The costuming's well done. Her acting's good. Composition's good. Even little things like her look. Actually, the only other thing I would change is make her look right to left instead of left to right. Just to make it more curious in terms of what it is she's looking at. But again, this is the ridiculous level of nitpicking when something is that good. That one's fantastic. Fantastic. Goku by Hirik Mukherjee. I'm not pronouncing that right. I guarantee you that. This is a really cool piece. The style is so different. And I gotta do more research because I'm wondering if some of these pieces are different because of where in the world that they're coming from. Ariana, that kanji is lit. Do you know what it says? I don't know what it says. Does it say hot cross buns? Dave Morales says, not to downplay it, but I love the simplicity and strokes. Right? Same here. And so this piece is from, I want to say the artist is in India. That sent this and the One Punch Man piece in. And I'm wondering, that's why I'm curious now to research more of the art going on in that area of the world. Because I wonder if some of the pieces that we're getting, if you can see the impact or the influence of their geographic location in their art. I think that'd be interesting to look at down the road. Dave Morales, and I hate adult Goku, so that's saying something. Charles Clay says, drink more Ovaltine. Ariana says, oh no, my synesthesia makes it so I can't read Japanese characters. That thing with like light and sound, or when sound transforms into something visual. I think there's a Jack's Mannequin song about that. Not Jack's Mannequin. Oh my god, I can't remember. Andrew McMahon. Yeah, okay, yeah. Andrew McMahon, Synesthesia. I love that song. Here you go, Ariana. I don't know if you know this song. We'll drop it in there. No, I don't want to know about home restoration. Yeah, you should listen to this. If you actually have it. I don't know if you actually have it. Actually, I can't play this without getting flagged. Anyways. Tobago's going crazy. It's okay, Tobago. It's okay. Come here. It's alright. Good boy. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. We're safe. You sign up for the Fall Guys tournament. You live in Jacksonville and win. I'm giving you this crown. Ariana says, oh, let me give it a listen. It's a really good song. I love Andrew McMahon. Renzo says, I don't know all of the kanji, but I know the middle one is Roshi symbol on his uniform. Ah, okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Let's see. Eraserhead by Alyssa Spooner. If anyone knows Alyssa Spooner, please tag her in the chat and let her know. Or let them know, sorry. That we're looking at their work. I know this one. This is My Hero Academia, right? Dave Morales, kanji is the bane of my existence. Is it though? Aren't there other things in this world that are more so the bane of your existence? Think about it, Morales. Think about it. Aizawa, heart, heart, heart. Aizawa, you make me so scared. The Vega wants to say hi to y'all. You want more music, Tobago, so you can dance? Alright, here you go. You like that, Tobago? Whoops, our crown fell, Tobago. Renzo, I'm sorry, it's actually Goku's symbol. Aha! That makes more sense. Dave Morales. Yup, Aizawa Sensei from My Hero. Morales says, you're right, I forgot about you, Ryan. All these freaking Team Botter people showing up with that 300th episode. Big garbage. This is cool. It's one of the few pieces where I always appreciate when people put in the time to do a full background. And again, actually with drawn hands to grab on. Very nice, very nice. First Coast No More Homeless Pets. Great job, Alyssa. And actually, okay, there we go. Say, is that how you pronounce this? Is it Say? Or Sa? By Stacy Rigby. Someone can tag Stacy if you know her, let her know that we're looking at her art. You can find her on Facebook as Narnar Art. Narna Art? Narna Art? What anime is this from? Anytime I see stuff like this, I think it's Sailor Moon, and I'm pretty sure I'm wrong right now. It's probably Sahe. Dave Morales. I'm assuming card characters. Looks cool though. Sahe. 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 Is that right? Stacy's really good with anatomy. I like her anatomy. I like the clean, almost like vector-like style. Clouds, she's just flying in the sky. I like those shoes. Oh, I have any shoes like that. All my shoes are boring. Dave Morales dipping out. Good night, Gam fam. Go vote in real life at Gam Duels, obviously. We'll see you tomorrow night. Probably on T Freeland's stream, Morales. On Call of Duty. in that Batootie. Renzo says, God damn you. You don't like this music, Renzo? Saitama by Haruki Mukherjee. The same person who did that Goku piece. There's something wonderful about the simplicity of this. Very few lines. There's the color palette's really interesting too. Really like that. Ariana, the shading is great too. It is. Speaking of Ariana, there she is right there now. Sailor Scout of Love by Ariana Stevens. You can call her Ari. Give her $20. Because you don't know her like that. Just give her money. Great job, Ari. Everybody in the chat say, great job, Ari. Why? Because a bunch y'all are just thirsty anyways, and you're hoping that she'll talk to you. Seriously though, this is really cool. I like the composition of this. Very cool and dynamic. Like, the actual angle is really unique. I wish they would have had you just like a smidgen over to the left, Ari. It's because you're so close to that border there. That could be fixed in Photoshop. Costume looks great. Makeup's on point. Look at that. Gazing right into your soul. Ari's like, I see you. Charles says, great job. Ari says, Anne got me to post it. It's good. You should post more of your stuff. I saw this game, I was like, oh dang. Right, Tobago? Tobago, you want a treat? Is that what it is? Here. And says, yay! Mackenzie, all about the old school scouts! Okay! That gets, No, thank you for sharing this with us, Ari. This is really nice. Morales is so full. Morales says goodnight. And I just saw him show up on, I saw Brother Brisket show up on PSN. He's probably playing Ghost of Tsushima. This is my favorite piece. I might have to just be biased and use my power, abuse my power, and say this is the winner. Why aren't more of y'all liking this piece? This should be the most liked out of everything. This is a Super Saiyan Ryan by Varric Rossetti. Okay, there we go. This piece is based off my dreams. Charles, I heard he lost to Yamcha. He did not lose to Yamcha! Charles, he never lost to Yamcha. That was just a rumor. That video footage that you saw of said event was a deep fake. Never lost to Yamcha. It didn't happen. Probably the most hair I've had in a long time. This is the only way I could beat Josh Mickey in an arm wrestling contest. Is if I took roids for this long. Nah, thank you, Barrick, for making this. This is funny. That's awesome. Charles Clatt, technology has gone too far. He did a really cool piece. See if I can find it. He did a digital version, not a digital version, but like an animated version of this. Hold on, here we go. Here's the one he did that was animated. I was like, ooh, look at that. Look at all the power. Ah! I will not abuse my power this time. Next up, oh man, y'all, somebody please tag Crumbs. His artwork this month has shattered his previous levels. He's really growing. He is really growing as an artist. You know, more than it's like even more so than the detail. It's the little things, like the subtle way that this head and like the eyes here and the posture of the head is just like gently picking itself up, and then the ears have like this kind of wonderment, like, huh? Emotion. It's very subtle, but I think that's what people are responding so much to. Renzo says, so I figured it out, but it just says his full name, Son Goku. Oh, you're still on that kanji? Ariana says, this is gorgeous. Yeah, someone, Renzo, tag Crumbs, Chris Hardlicka, and let him know that we're talking about his artwork. He's really been practicing a lot. So this guy, Crumbs, these are the kind of stories I really like to hear about. Crumbs, you know, he went to school for art, and it's one of those things he had to let go over the years. You know, he has a family. He wants to provide for his family. You know, he loves his wife and daughter infinitely. And so he'll do whatever it takes to make sure that he can provide for his family. So he works his ass off. And art kind of took a back seat for him. Until kind of somewhat recently. He's finally starting to get back into it. And kind of like what you were saying earlier, Mackenzie. Just him kind of being a part of this kind of monthly, just this community, and I guess this art series, has really kind of inspired and motivated him. Like he's starting to like, he's getting that fire back, and he's like churning out more and more artwork. Like his daughter's buying him Copic markers. You know, he's drawing on an iPad or tablet, whatever it is. Like it's really pushing him, and he really likes seeing what everybody else creates, and it motivates him to make stuff too. So I'm so proud of him. And he's an inspiration to me because he makes me want to pick up my pen again. My pencil, I should say. So, props to you, Chris. Crumbs. Here's an awesome Ibuki by Leslie Valerio. Of Chappy Lips by Leslie Valerio. Someone tag Leslie. Let her know we're talking about her. I don't know what anime is this from. I don't know this one. When I hear Ibuki, I think of Street Fighter, and I'm fairly certain that is incorrect. A lot of purple. She got horn hair. She got purple eyes. Ariana, is this from Danganronpa? Possibly. You would know if you say it's from Danganronpa. It's from Danganronpa. Renzo says, I think that's one of them Danganronpas, maybe. I think it's one of them Danganronpas, maybe. Let's see. Danganronpa. Yeah, okay, yep, Danganronpa, Ibuki. We could go to Google Images. Nah, let's not do that. I don't want to get this stream deleted. It's a really colorful piece. I like this. I like the assortment of colors. I like the kind of patterns being thrown in the background. I like how the direction of the hatching is kind of consistently, like it's a very vertical piece, and you'll notice it's very triangular in its verticality. Bringing your focus to the top center where the head is, and then all the hair, the hatching within the hair and the dress, all have the same direction, going up into this triangle. That's really cool. It focuses your eyes. And I really like this purple on the hair. I don't know why, but like, I don't know if maybe it's like a blend mode on there or what, but there's just something like kind of mildly metallic about it. It looks cool. It's different. Ariana says, anime is life! That's how Ariana sounds, by the way. Exactly. We have come fly with me. Come fly. Come fly away. And then die. By adventures of Tia. Ariana says, that is absolutely how I sound. This is the new Ariana voice. Tia made this drawing of a girl about to fall off a broomstick and die. And then like the cat up here is like, oh my god, don't, you're too unbalanced. You're gonna fall off this broomstick. And the little girl's like, I don't care. I don't have nothing else to live for. 2020 is pretty horrible. It's just, ah, that's what's going on right there. True story. I saw Tia write that whole explanation down in her diary, which I read after she left it on a windowsill next to an apple pie. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I need to remember to read the charities for this. Bia! I don't have that queued up. I should. Frankie Sambria as Saitama by Justin Drain. This is a fun, awesome cosplay piece. I remember when Frankie was One Punch Man that year for GAM. Those gloves, are those like... Did they come in that color? Did he have to recolor them? Or... Don't you like use those to clean toilets? I don't know. This is such a wholesome picture. He looks so happy. It's like he just found out. It's like he's on the show and he's like, Frankie, you are not the father. He's like, yeah! I think that's the expression. I don't know. Man, he's got some nice teeth too, Frankie. Whatever dental insurance plan you're on, did you right? Good job. Ugh, sorry, Tobago. Ariana, I love shots with capes in motion, right? I think that's one of the great things about this. You're right, it's the cape. It's just, it has its own life, and it adds to the joy that he's feeling. Good call. Good call, Ari. Ari says, I love shots with capes in motion. It's a honking huge zipper. Or Frankie filling out them guns. Let's see, Starry Sailor Moon by Christina Johnson from the Art of CJ. Starry Night Sky. Starry Night Sky. Pikachu wrote it by Ryan Damondon. Ari says, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And I want you to know. There's something, you're right, just beautiful about this. I don't like the hatching. The hatching just works here. I think it's the color palette too. The color is a great choice for color palette. Love this piece. This is one that you don't see stippling done very often. This is a great stippling. You even see like when the stippling gets more, not intense. What's the word I'm looking for? There's larger gatherings, I guess, of stippling. I'm not sure, but like to show like where there's shadows or darkness, imply depth. Really nice. A lot of work. A lot of tick 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 tick. I just said dick a lot by accident. Sorry about that. Here we go. Pigtailed girl! Excuse me, guys. Tobago, we need you to get off my lap for a few minutes. Ari says that takes so much concentration. Massive props. Yeah, stippling takes a lot of... Yeah, because you have to be so dedicated to it at that point. It's like you just got... It doesn't... It's not like other forms of drawing where like you can make a hand and the hand looks great. You make the face to face looks great. Like with stippling, you really gotta like finish the whole thing to really get a... I guess maybe that's applicable to all art styles now I think about it. I don't know, stippling's just long and tedious. Renzo, who's in the chat right now, made the pigtail girl. Renzo says, I didn't know it was called stippling. I did a picture of a squid like that in elementary school and didn't even know it. Hey, there you go. Look at that, Renzo. Trying to get points with me. What's up, Seven? How you doing? Thanks for liking the stream. Tobago says hi, Seven. Tobago did the dance for you that time. This is the best piece because it has Ranma in it. Pigtail girl! Chosen charity, Jasmine. This is one of Renzo's first attempts at like really drawing in a while, and I think it's really good, Renzo. You got the pose down. I love what you did for the background pattern. It feels so Ranma. Really great job on the eyes. I like that. Seven says good. Renzo says I own more Ranma stuff than you. But yeah, I'm trying to butter you up. I was just trying to think of something entertaining to say, Renzo. Now you called me out. Now the whole situation's awkward. Right, Tobago? Right, Tobago? Charles says, nice job, Renzo. Renzo says, thanks. Let's see. Good for the Lungs by Marshall McCann. What anime is this from? Anyone know? Chosen charity, St. Jude's Hospital. No bad drugs on the cigarettes. Rocking that vector style. I like that more and more people, like I would say 10 years ago, it was very rare and almost looked down upon to make something, to make vector art. Or digital art as a whole. No, maybe not 10 years ago. Maybe 20 years would be a better way, better timeline. And now it's accepted as a regular art form in practice. I love it. Renzo says, Fooly Cooly. Is that a real thing? Fooly Cooly? Mackenzie, thank you for liking the stream. Tobago says, thanks. See, we got Goku Ultra Instinct Kaioken by Kyle McLemore of the Metal Gamers podcast. If anyone knows him, tag him. See if I can change this up some. Listen, Charles, I don't know things. I don't know anything. What is Fooly Cooly? Can I search that without getting in trouble? See, this does look cool. Alright. That looks pretty badass, actually. It's like a giant robot in the background. FLCL. Y'all are educating me. What is with this giant robot TV head thing? That thing looks cool. It's on Adult Swim. Adult Swim on during 2018. Come on, y'all! I wasn't watching TV. Charles says it is super weird and awesome. Brenda says not with save search off. Ariana, it's something else, that's for sure. That's Lord Conti. Conti what? Badooch. This is dope. I'll have to look it. I'll have to watch this. And since watching you learn about anime is always entertaining. See, here I found this. This is from Fooly Cooly, right? That is that canon? Like that, Tobago? You done? Oh wait, I set you on the floor. Are you side-eyeing me? Okay. Renzo, nah, the new one in 2018, not the original. That was also on Adult Swim. Renzo, that's the main character in FLCL. And Fooly Cooly. See, I'm learning things. Hey, here's Goku. Ultra Instinct Kaioken by Kyle McLemore. I'll check him out, Metal Gamers Podcast. I think we're almost at that point of all the, like, caught up. Jujutsu Kaisen Trilogy by Blair Hearn. I don't know what this is from. At first I thought this was Icy Hot from My Hero, but he doesn't have 3 eyes. But does she have green eyes? Okay. See, this person's can't see, and this person has extra eyes. That is unbalanced. Life has been cruel to these individuals. What is this from? You guys are my guides here. I have no idea what anime this is from. I'm assuming this is not from My Neighbor Totoro. Probably not. Alright, going on to the next one. And I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Ari says, I don't know either, but it looks cool. Dang, if Ari don't know, nobody knows. And do you know, if Anne, Ari, Renzo, and Charles don't know this, then we're lost. Completely. I'm like, was this the girl from Nier Automata? No, don't think so. Out of This World, Outer Sailor Scouts by Mackenzie Morris. This was a really cool. This one has a little bit of a graphic design element to it, which I really like. Adam Titani. Just haven't seen that anime yet. What's up, Adam? Renzo says, yeah, I don't fucking know. Mackenzie might be original. Oh, you're right. It could be original art. You're right. Props to Mackenzie. This is an interesting perspective. Like, this is a more difficult perspective to draw. Really like the hair. And dang, look at these thighs here. Someone's been working out. This is actually a really nice staff. That's what she said. You put a lot of detail and work into the staff and into the garments. Like, I like these little kind of like seam lines that you've got going on. Those are cool. Anne Marie says, I'm too old to know that one. What's up, Adam? So these are really nice. And you can see, I like the visual cues to let you know that the fabric is kind of like folding in, like closer to the buttons. Nice too. I can tell that Mackenzie grew up the same era and I did. I used to draw my clothing line stretches like that too. During that Jim Lee, Liefeld, Larson, McFarlane era. That's how you showed that clothes were stretching. I still do that too. That's awesome. Arcade Brothers. Arcade Brothers. This is really cool. And I love this. I don't know why. Like, this was such a simple thing to add, but it makes the whole piece so much more dynamic. Just adding this rectangle and then having them break the borders like a comic book panel. It's a nice touch. It just builds off the angle that the perspective that this is drawn at. It's really cool. I also can appreciate that you try to give them, like, they try to make the faces a little bit different for each character. It's tough. Dark Sun Art, Tales and Fantasies. The Hitmontop Dizzy by Ryan DeMondun. Alright, I think Hitmontop, that's Pokemon, right? I'm dizzy looking at this. I'm not really quite sure what's going on here. Ryan, I liked your stippling piece way better. I think I just don't understand what's going on here. It's a little too gestural for me. Mackenzie, Lee and Layfield all day. That's right. Mackenzie, you and I are from the era. Like, when you draw somebody's hands, they look like this. I can't grab anything. Can't grab. Or it just looks like this. Ariana, Pokemons. Hitmontop. They're upside down, right? This is a breakdance thing? Or are they doing a head spin? There are the arms. Oh, okay, I see it now. I see it. This is the leg and the foot. And that's... Okay, I see it now. Renzo says it's a Pokemon. A Hitmontop spins like a top to attack. I remember Hitmonlee. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it now. The B-boy in me sees it. Respect. Alright, now we're back to the ones that we were looking at last time. Lena Inverse by Rachel Espino. I'm just gonna briefly click through these because we've already looked at all these. We have another... We gotta go over these again later on this week. A Shonen Holiday for Jiraiya by Mackenzie Morris. This is the one that deserves not for you, Mackenzie, for half of this community. Mackenzie, yep, those were bad drawing habits I had to learn to break out of. Not gonna lie, we all had to break out of them. It was so easy, especially when that drawing style was so popular back then. But look, you can see here, like, look at your hands here. You definitely broke those habits. Like, these are phenomenal fingers. Look at that. This is why you should learn how to draw fingers. Like, just him having the position of these fingers like this implies so much and adds so much to the facial expression. But good job on those hands. Great hand jobs, Mackenzie. Great hand jobs. Don't say that. I'm not gonna think that means that. You can do that later though? Okay. Renzo, so depending on how you evolve the baby form, you can get a Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, or Hitmontop. Aha! Gotcha, gotcha. That makes sense. Armitage. Armitagi, I. By Rachel Espina. I know that's not how you say it. Armitage. Armitage 3. I don't know. By Rachel Espino. This one is super cool. I'm just going through. I'm not going to talk about all these because we already talked about them. Then click through so people can see them. Darkrai. By Ryan DeMont. Dang, Ryan did 3 pieces this time around. 3 different art styles. Okay, that's impressive. 3 different art styles. Charles Clint.
How dare you? How dare you?
Dang, how'd you do that, Dalton? Dalton showed up right when this piece came up. Eva Unit 01 by Dalton Fairbanks. The Proud Prince by Thomas Walters. Oh, this one's on here twice. I need to delete whichever one has the least votes on it. My bad. Strike a Pose by Miss Valentine. Leave that one up for just a second. So you guys can get your moment with it. Adam Titani, nice timing, Dalton. Also saw you put up a new video. I need to figure out some way to share community videos better. Ari says, Queen! Or Ari says, Queen! Dalton says, work it, girl. Yeah, Dalton, drop the link to your new video in the chat. You're always welcome to do that. And says, who that bitch? World Full of the Unknown by Colin Shadle. Ari says, Queen. Vegeta God by Hunter Hancock. Jiraiya at the Beach by a Holden Red Fire Dragon cosplayer. And okay, that's not all of them. We got plenty of them. Queen Serenity by Cephatrask Productions. This one's outstanding. So much work went into this. Get that walk in, Ari. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully we see you when you come back. Thank you for sharing, Dalton. Give that a like. Sango by Terrell Tolliver. Fire Emblem by Charles Cleat. I know I've mentioned this before, but thank you again, Charles, for doing this. The timing on this was perfect in terms of representation, and it was really cool to see. Sorry, I ripped like a piece of my lip earlier today. You making this piece specifically because you heard of my complaints about people of color being represented in this kind of fandom, this hobby, this passion, I think is just so heartwarming and is the perfect reason as to why people need to talk more often. You know, you did this on your own because you were like, oh, hey, there's somebody that I know and I see that there's like an opportunity where I being you, can do something to help my friend and other people like him have a better life just by creating something. And So I thank you for that. And I think it's extra special, and it's going to sound weird saying this, because you're white and you did this. You know, there's so many times that I hear from people that are white, they're like, I don't know what to do to help sometimes. Like, is this my place? And I say, yes, it's your place. You're a human being. You know, if you care about other people, of course, do something good, do something positive. If it's from a good place, people will appreciate it. And I appreciate you, Charles. So thank you again for making this. Corone Boxing Doggo by Ian Yoder. Sophie Howl's Moving Castle by Destiny. That flash ought to go up her nose and make a booger. Spirited Away by Chris Hardlicka. Again, I love seeing the growth and the change in styles. Great job. Panther by Mark Pariani Productions and Fluffy Butt Arts. Godzilla Inherits the Earth by Dalton Fairbanks. Jonathan Littlejohn Jordan Jr. That's a lot of J's. By Christopher Newman. Ghost Deku by Sunny Bunny Arts. Mistress 9 by Summerfire Cosplay. Vegeta by Heather King of Lazy Girl Art Studio. I think that's the first one. And see, there you go. You can see the hairstyle I was talking about earlier, how it's kind of in a similar... She used a similar technique as the Super Saiyan 3 cosplayer. Hey, look, there's the winner from the last art and cosplay duel. I appreciate you, Charles. Thank you. Dalton says that Deku was so damn cute, right? Let me change scenes here. Ah. So that's, and there's like a few additional pieces that have been submitted that we still have to post. Holy crap, there's a lot for you guys have definitely come through in terms of making this a true community and making this something that I look forward to every month, and I think a lot of you guys look forward to it too. Very grateful for everybody submitting artwork, and I think it's a good way to kind of keep us all going from perspective of growing, and also in terms of like seeing, like connecting with other people. So one of the things that was brought up earlier today, and this isn't like a direct quote, but it was I'll go ahead and say the name. I saw Leslie, Chappy Lips had made a post regarding, I'm talking about it, Tobago. You want to come up here? Here, come up here. Now if you come up here, you're gonna sit up here with me. Come on. No? No, you don't. Or is this what you want? You just want, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. Had brought up a great issue, a great topic. Leslie does a lot of art, and there's an issue. Am I blurry? I think I'm kind of blurry right now. How can I sharpen myself? Is it gonna work? I think I'm still blurry. Let me try this. Am I gonna sharpen? Nope. If I do that. That seems, I think I'm sharper now? I don't know. I'm not trying to plug UFC 4. I'm just trying to sharpen the lens. There we go. Now, there we go. Grand Theft Auto fixed it. Yeah, so she's an artist, and I think like most artists, sometimes there's difficulty in terms of getting paid for commissions. There's two problems: getting paid for your commission, getting paid for your work. and also getting paid appropriately for your work. And to the first topic, how do you make sure that you get paid for your work? I highly suggest it to any artist, any freelancer, anybody who's doing any kind of work. You've got to get a down payment. At least get 50% up front. Or if you're not going to get 50% up front, for freelancers who do bigger projects, kind of like things that may take multiple months or something like that, you can use milestones or break payments up into thirds or however you want to do it. The bigger the project is, the more likely you need to get it in some form of writing, a contract of some sort. Doing something smaller, like a commission piece or whatnot, it's very easy to have like a generic sheet of paper, like a generic invoice or agreement that says, hey, I'm paying to get this. I mean, you do that all the time when you're at the store and you put your credit card through. What's up, Geddes? You're going to be jumping on with some Fall Guys with us this week? Some Call of Duty later on? I know you want that Verdansk. I know you want this crown, this Fall Guys crown. But yeah, so if you're just doing a simple commission, you should have a very simple contract. Like, hey, you're paying to get a commission. Simple as that. And that contract protects the person that is paying for it too. If someone has a problem giving you $10 or $20 up front for you to work on something, then you probably don't need to be doing the artwork for them in the first place. Thomas, thank you for liking the stream. You get a noise. Get us if you're still watching. This one's for you. Yeah, if somebody's not willing to pay up front or put a down payment, don't do the artwork. It's more 9 times out of 10 it's gonna end poorly. It's not a good relationship. Yeah, it's as simple as that. It's very awkward at first. Get us. At first it's awkward, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and then you just get, it's just like, whatever, another day. I have like multiple templates for different kind of projects. So like if I was doing, because I don't really do them anymore. If I was doing like a website project, it's like, yeah, here's everything detailing like the discovery phase. Here's like the implementation. Here's all this stuff, and here are the points in which I'm gonna get paid to do this. And if you want to proceed with this, here's the payment that you got to do first to cover the time that's going to be used. Then here's like the next time I'm going to get paid, or the last time I'm going to get paid, or however it is. But the more you do it, the less intimidating it becomes for you. I know as an artist, many of us are kind of introverted anyways, and you just want your artwork. It's amazing just when somebody wants your artwork, period. Very warming. So you don't want to push people away by going, oh, well, here, will you pay me for it? Or here, can you sign this thing? It's not very natural for us, but it needs to be. Otherwise, we're always going to be hungry. We're always going to be starving. In terms of getting paid fairly for your work, that's a whole nother big thing. And if anybody has any comments in the chat to add on to this, please jump in and say whatever. I don't know if any of y'all have experience in charging for commissions or for work. Get us. I know you get like a commission in a much grander, different sense. And yours definitely isn't up front, but at least there is that agreement. Charles says pricing appropriately has always been a struggle. It has been. And that was one of the things that we started off. We started doing GAM. We made the decision, with the exception of Ed, not to have an artist alley. We only wanted art to be on the walls because we wanted to make a statement in terms of this is the value of the work. And I think that's helped over the years. And again, like with everything else and everybody else, you know, we grow and change and learn things. We started making it where you could not just bid on pieces at the wall, but here are like prices for stuff on the walls. But we try to make sure that there's a minimum price for things that are going up. Having people sell something that's on the walls for $10, it diminishes the value completely, and it makes it to where if you have an artist alley and there's like 20 people selling artwork for $5 and $10 each, doing commission sketches for 15, it's hard to say, well, this person's going to do this commission sketch for 15 bucks. Here's their piece on the wall that's for 300. They're like, oh no, I'm not going to buy the piece on the wall. I'm just going to buy the $15 piece and be done with it. So it's very tricky. It's a tricky balance to figure out what is my value, my worth, so to speak. And there are people that argue, you know, you shouldn't do anything for free. The reality of it is you have to do stuff for free sometimes. It's the nature of how things are. In most fields, you end up doing some kind of free work at some point. That's how you get experience. I wish it wasn't like that, but I mean that's just the nature of the beast. You know, if you're doing art, you make tons of throwaway art over the years, tons of it. Whether you do it for other people, that's another story. But chances are, at some point, you're going to make some art for somebody, and that's part of the learning experience for you as an artist. Is then you're not just learning how to draw; you're learning how to interact, and how to sell, how to bargain, how to negotiate. All those are soft skills that go along with it. Geddes is currently doing that for some video work I'm doing. Oh, quoting out for video work is a beast. I heavily suggest having like a max amount of, having like, here's what my hourly rate is, here's what the project rate is. If we go over said amount of hours, here's the milestone check where you'll figure that out. After we go past the milestone, this is what my hourly rate is between this bucket of hours. If I'm going from like 60 to 80 hours, then my rate changes to this. Here's the point at which we will review it, like all that stuff. Yeah, it's need the experience, so some people get stuff for free. I mean, yeah, some people get stuff for free. I mean, that's the reality of it. Like, I'll say from like a designer standpoint, there's always been the argument, and I'm sure this is in every other field too. Like, hey, designers don't be doing work for free. And it's like, well, for the person who doesn't have experience and is trying to learn, they have to do it for free to be able to compete with the person who is very experienced and wants to charge. That's the way of them getting their foot in the door. And for the experienced person, then the argument is, well, if they're doing it for free, how am I supposed to charge? So it's a back and forth argument. Because then it's like, well, if you're that experienced, you should be that much better, where you should be able to charge. So it's like, there's no 100% scenario. There's different scenarios. There's lots of grays there. There's lots of, sometimes you should charge, sometimes you shouldn't. And sometimes there's other things you get out of it. Happens in politics too. Sometimes you do something for free just to negotiate or to get, you know, a relationship or whatnot. Geddes says, I'm doing stuff for a gym in town. Oh, nice. Geddes shouldn't have the same clients either. I 100% agree. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you're just starving, you're hungry, and you just need some bread. And that's when you're fighting over the same crumbs. But if you have a client that isn't willing to pay for your rate, let's say your rate was $50 an hour. This is for general work, not for illustration, but it can apply to that too. Your rate's $50 an hour, and your client doesn't believe in that and only wants to do $5. Like, all right, well, you need to hunt for a different client. This one isn't going to work out. But back to on the art side, as you become, here's how it goes. As you become more prominent an artist, or here, either you become more prominent an artist, and as you become more prominent, your value rises, right? And that can be prominent within your own circles, a bigger circle, whatever. But there has to be something to where people know or recognize your artwork. And that's the reality of life. You know, I'm sorry. It's somewhat of a popularity contest. Then there's the other bucket of your actual skill level. As your skill level increases, your value can then increase. But it has to be a perceived skill level by the audience that's purchasing it. It's not like just to you, your skill level has increased. It's like, okay, as my perceived skill increased and is of note to people who don't know me, to the point where they would pay more for this skill set. Which also means that you have to be kind of picky in terms of what skills you build up. Because if you're building up a skill that nobody else but the highest level of peers is going to recognize, then people who actually would pay money for it aren't going to notice it. And then there's the content you're creating. What is it about? Is it in a field where you can get paid more substantially for it? Geddes says, if they aren't paying your rates, they aren't the clients you should be working with. Exactly. Yeah, because then you're just wasting time. Let's say your rate hypothetically is $10 an hour, and now you're arguing, 8 hours or 10 hours a week just to get the contract finalized because of your rate. You just lost $100 just trying to get the contract done. You're at a deficit before you even get paid. You could have been using that time to work on other projects or find other clients that would pay you. But yeah, so, and this is really difficult within our niche or community because, a lot of us, we're passionate about these fandoms. Like, we're passionate about anime, we're passionate about video games. Transformers are freaking awesome, all that stuff. So you now have to say, does someone want to pay me $50 for a sketch of Goku? Probably not. Now, if I'm in the right setting, let's say, and this is what typically happens, if you're in an artist alley, you're at a convention or something regarding that subject, then at that point, they're not just paying for your artwork, they're paying for the moment, they're paying for the memory, they're paying for remembering what it was like to be at that event, convention, whatever it was, that weekend, and the feeling they had walking around, and the memory of finding you in this cool piece and anybody else who was with them, and then also the reminder of how this piece is nostalgic to their childhood or how they enjoyed watching it and the relationships they have with their friends. That's what you're selling them. And there's only so much value you can get out of that. But now if you're drawing their dog as Goku, automatically the value is going up, because now on top of all these generic things that could be applied to almost any sketch of Goku and the time in which that they're purchasing it, you now have something individual to that person and their life, which substantially increases the value of what you're creating. This is why whenever you're selling like dog stuff, or God, if you sell stuff about somebody's kids, have y'all ever bought stuff at like a Babies R Us or like diapers and stuff? People pay ridiculous money for anything related to their kids. Gaddis can probably talk to this. He's got a kid, and I'm sure life has got way more expensive. So when you can actually connect your art to something that's intrinsic to somebody's life, whether it's like their kids, a pet, a member of their family, a moment like, a wedding, any kind of monumental first, automatically the value has now gone up. But that's something that you have to decide as an artist if that's something you're willing to do. It's more fun, without a doubt, to just draw the shit that you like. Hell, I just drew Goku the other day, like a digital Illustrator version of it. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Ain't nobody gonna. I'm probably gonna end up giving away the art for free. To be honest, I'll put the vector up, and anybody can print it out or do whatever they want to do with it. But again, if I did something where like, hey, get us, I just did this piece where you're Black Goku, and I made your kid like Baby Gohan. I can't remember if you had a boy or a girl. Get us. Sorry, I'll be real with you. I can't remember. And your wife is Chi Chi or something like that. This like a family portrait. And I'm gonna make it boss, and I'm gonna put it in a 20 by 30 frame with this really dope looking anime wood thing. Blah blah blah. Like now this piece is like $300 or $400. Probably willing to make it. And that's another thing. Just making stuff bigger will let you price it more. There's a perceived value at that point. It doesn't even cost you that much to print it out much bigger. You get a lot of frames at like a thrift store with the value. You've now paid. If you sell a piece that already has a frame on it, you're not just paying for the frame, paying for the time. Now somebody else doesn't have to spend a weekend, 6 hours, driving around trying to find frames to put on a piece. Let's see, get us Lennox Super Shonikin. Dang, that's a strong name. Renzo, here goes Ryan giving away free art, flooding the market and lowering the value. Yeah. Because if somebody else can't make a Goku that's better than what I made, it probably took like maybe 30-40 minutes and there was nothing original about it. And I drew it based off of an animation cell that already exists. And that's not my problem. People need to get good, get better, make something that's worthwhile. Geddes said I'd buy it. I'm gonna go make it right now, Geddes. Charles says, yeah, thanks a lot, Ryan. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. How much can I sell artwork that's not even based on an IP that isn't mine? Where I just redrew it, I re-vectored it. You know? Is there a skill to it? Yeah. There are a million other people that could do it? Yeah. Now, how do I have the rights to it? Nope. So it's like, okay. Renzo, $500 sold. My PayPal is DJ Hacksaws. I screwed up for everybody. Damn it. Oh, okay. I'm taking the Dragon Ball art down. I'm taking the Goku art down. I'll put it back up with a link, and you have to pay $500 to download. Maybe I'll put it in our Patreon. How's that? I'll put it on our Patreon, so then like our Patreon members, there's value there. That's the better idea, Ryan. And then if they want to break the law and make stickers and stuff out of it, they can. But no, know your audience. And this is a problem that's all over. It's everywhere. It's very difficult to price out your work. But it becomes easier when you start looking at your work as connecting memories and becoming attached to people versus kind of like I feel like the stuff that we do here, where for like these art contests, I feel like this is stuff where a lot of it's like practice, and it's like us. This is like the work you do with your peers. This is the stuff when like you find a martial arts club, and it's like an underground fight club of like nothing but the best of the best, and they're just like, yo, we're just here to fight, and like, yeah, we're all friends here. Yeah, man, this is my person, like this guy right here, I fought him like 20 times, and if anybody stepped to him, I'd step up and I'd have his back. This girl here, she's amazing. You know how many times she's kicked me in the side of the head? 37 times. Sent me to the hospital 3 times. But you know what? I've also been there for the birth of her kids, and I would do anything for that family whatsoever. This is the Fight Club. This is the Art Fight Club. And then when you get out of the Art Fight Club, you're stronger for it. You're faster. You're more experienced. So when you get in a real fight, you just knock somebody out in a heartbeat. Like this artwork here, it's Crumbs is a great example because Crumbs' technique and execution has grown considerably over the past few months, just through him like practicing and keep doing stuff like this. And I'll bring it up. Let's bring it up because this piece is, I think everyone will agree, is like a great piece. Like that's an amazing piece, right? Simply amazing. How much would y'all pay for it? If this was on a, if you printed this out on a 20 by 30 canvas, how much would you pay for this? I think you could probably sell it between, I think 50 and 100. I think you could get for it. You let it sit up and try to sell for maybe a few weeks. So my example's bad. So I was hoping I would say, yeah, most of these pieces would be like $20, and I was wrong. When I look at this. Renzo says $1,200. Renzo, you are not the typical buyer. Yeah, this is a really strong piece. This is a great piece. Especially once you make it large. Renzo says, also, I don't know how big those sizes you mentioned. 20 by 30 inches. So maybe like, do I have anything 20 by 30 here? I think that's 20 by 30. Actually, no, I think this is 16 by 20. So this is 16 by 20. So 20 by 30 would be like more. Yeah. Charles says, I would like to sell some art to Renzo. Renzo says, also, I don't know if you noticed, but his wife and kids' names are in the art. Yeah, I did see that. I thought that was a really nice touch. He does that thing with all of them. Renzo, then probably 250. Now the majority of people would say, okay, well, there's the argument of like just getting it at like a Walmart or a Target or whatnot, but you're getting it from the artist. Also, we're assuming that he's not gonna produce like a bajillion of these, you know? He's just gonna make like, what I would typically suggest to artists that are doing stuff like this is to make it a limited run. And if they're gonna print something like this out, you know, obviously sign it and then give like the limited edition number on there. Man, this is a good piece. This was like a horrible one for my example. What's up, Dominique? How you doing? Dominique says, hey. You know, there's just something about emotion in art. There's something about emotion giving more value to art. Because I see, like, this is a great piece too that Leslie made. Like, the technique and everything is on point, but I don't get emotion from it. Like, this is something I look at, I'm like, this is cool. This is really cool. I look at this and I feel, and maybe it's because I know Crumbs. Maybe that's part of what the influence is. But I feel like this piece says something about, I don't know, like a parent and a child, or like about your childhood and innocence. Maybe that's just the nature of Totoro itself. But I feel like there's some kind of emotional story here versus something that looks cool. And I know there's people like Ross Draws and everything, and they make some cool stuff. But even Ross kind of connects with you in terms of like his process and how he makes stuff, and he's like showing you, oh, he started with this person, I made him into that. Renzo says, use mine, it's poop. Dominique, Child Wonderment. Yeah. A lot of Child Wonderment. Let's find Renzo's. That's a better example. You're right. Yeah, look at this crap. No. No, like this is a nice piece too. But it doesn't really. This is something that if I was at like a convention and obviously I'm an anime fan, I'm like, and I'm walking by like, oh shit, and I'm like, oh, I love Ranma. And I talk to my friends, oh yeah, I used to love this stuff with Ranma, blah blah blah. And they're like, okay, how much are you selling this for? The friends would say like $10. Like, okay, yeah, I could do $10. And then boom, I'd buy it. Done. But if this would have been something else, like let's say I was there and I was there with my dad. And Renzo hears us talking about Ranma, and he's like, hey, I could do a commission for you. I'm like, that's okay. I'm like, well, how much? And he's like, well, I'll do a commission for $20. And I'm like, nah, I don't really. I'm like, let me get one of the prints. I'm like, $20, I gotta wait. He's like, no, you can come back for it later. Like, just walk around, I'll do it. And I'm like, nah, I don't know. But then he says something, and he's like, hey, you know what? I could do a Ranma piece of like you and your dad as like you as Ranma and your dad as like Genma. Or I could make him the panda bear and have you guys like fighting together. I'd be like, oh man. And all of a sudden it kind of triggers me and like the feelings of like how much love I have for my dad and like all the stuff we've been through. And he's starting to personalize and make it like emotional. And now it's not just like a cool piece. Now he's telling a story and he's grabbing me emotionally. And I'm willing to pay more at that point. I'm like, okay, I can pay more for that. And maybe that's part of like how like I've seen great things in terms of people like artists detailing, hey, if you want a sketch and this is what a sketch entails for this price and a color version for this price or a full body for that, I would suggest doing things like, hey, do you want something with like you and a significant other or you and like a family member or your dog or your cat, or I can do like a wedding drawing, or I can do a whatever. Once you start hitting moments of people's lives where there's emotional attachment, the value goes up. Unless you are exceptionally skilled, then your skill level allows you to charge more. Renzo 275. I'll make you Ranma and your dad the panda. And then I'm shampoo. I don't even know what you just wrote there, Renzo. Like, what the hell is that? What are those weird characters? But that's what I would suggest to artists in terms of trying to charge more, trying to get your value. Obviously, feel out what the market's like, but also be aware that sometimes you have to get outside of your own niches and your own circles. Like this is a problem that's been around since I was in school, and I'm sure it was a problem far before I got into school. It's a problem in every city, in every area. And you just gotta be creative. If you're an artist, you can be creative, but also be aware. Be aware of what's important to people. That's what people will pay more money for. That is what will allow you to charge more. How do you know if people will actually pay the amount that you want to charge? People start saying yes. That's how you know it's the right amount. People keep saying no, then you're like, okay, I'm charging too much. It's trial and error. It's trial and error. And it could be if people are paying X amount for it now and you keep doing it for another year, that means your rate goes up. Renzo, but if you make custom charge up front because it's useless to everyone else, who the hell is Ryan and his dad to strangers? that means you're framing it wrong. You then have the example of that piece and like, hey, this was a father. You don't say this is Ryan and his dad. You say this is a father-son image. And then any other stranger who has a father-son relationship or memory can relate to that. You have to make it relatable to other people when you're selling your work or what you can do. Because the memory of you with a loved one is very precious. Now, I'll say, like, even like this piece. This piece is freaking awesome. This reminds me of Leslie's piece. Again, this is a cool piece. Let's just call some pieces just freaking cool as hell. That's a cool as hell piece right there. This is a cool as hell piece. This, not so much. No, but I look at this piece. You can sell that emotionally. This piece, I guarantee you, Frankie, possibly people who are friends with Frankie, Jen, whatnot, they would be interested in buying this piece just because it's Frankie and it'll convey so much emotion. I'm trying to see if I can find another one that's like emotionally grabbing you that could be applied. This is like, hey, you want a picture of like that time when you lost your child at the beach and you never went back to look for him? There you go. Let's see. Gopal says, that's true. You're worth as much as people will pay you. Don't short sell yourself. If you aren't making as much as you'd like, work on your products and market yourself better. The only limit is your ambition. The power is yours. Wise words from Gopal. Gopal has to sell. He's working for himself. He has to do it all the time. Renzo says, right. No, but I mean, the time spent on Ryan's picture, if he doesn't pay, is now wasted. Technically. I mean, me and Barrick are friends. So now, even though I don't buy this piece, which I thought about it, I'm like indebted to Barrick. This what Barrick knows that he's got me. Barrick knows next time he needs something, he's like, yo, Ryan, I need this. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give it to you. You made that dope ass piece for me. But also the likelihood of selling and stuff like that. Jamasi, play with me in Ghost of Tsushima. Jamasi, what's your handle on PlayStation? Gopal, running my own business, I had to get over imposter syndrome every day. You are worth as much as you try when it's all on you. Yeah. And I'll tell you this much, like I used to do nothing but freelance and I would get like 10 no's to every one yes. And I would literally, here's some old man talk for y'all. I would literally go through Mint magazine in the money pages and I'd find people who on their coupons would have websites listed. And if they had a website listed, I would hit them up and be like, hey, write an email. I saw that you have a website and do this and that. Here are the things I can do to improve your site. I would love to talk to you more about it, blah, 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 blah. And I would just churn those out. And I would just put out email after email after email every day until someone would say yes. And the people who said yes when I was beginning, they could say yes with a lower amount. And then as I got better at it, I increased the amount that I could ask for. Sometimes people said yes, sometimes people said no. A lot of people said no. A lot of people said no. Renzo says, Ryan, I need a Tesla. Well, if you hadn't bought all those damn iPads, you could have bought the Tesla, Renzo. Jamasi, I forgot. I'll DM it later. I got a lot of them. Renzo, you're the guy I keep blocking for my domain name. Gopal says, the worst thing that triggered the imposter syndrome is when an old man showed up to my work, and the first thing he said to me was, I thought you'd be older, and proceeded to roast me over price for 45 minutes. Yeah, if people want to argue with you over price that long, then it's probably not a good venture. Or not a good venture. It's not going to be a good sale, I should say. And that's not to say that everybody who disagrees with you doesn't or shouldn't get an explanation of pricing. I'm not saying that at all. It's when people are combative about it. Some people just want to fight. Some people just want to argue. That's all right. You'll know the difference after a while between people who are open to actually discussing like pricing, and also you have to be open to the idea that maybe you don't communicate well the value of what you're doing. That'll get better over time the more you do it. You know, and with art, it's such a difficult thing because it's so subjective. Once you can, again, the more you can, this is why it's great to actually talk about artwork, because if you can talk about your art, goes over the same way in a corporate setting. If you're at like a design agency or whatnot, ad agency, you can actually talk about your work, and you can talk about, you know, color theory, composition, layout, the emotion, the line weights, and talk about why the decisions were made for what you're doing and how you're doing something. Those are things you can explain to somebody when you're creating an art piece for them. You can also explain to them the rarity of what you're making, the time invested into it, how much time it took before you can make this. It's very easy within 3 minutes to tell a story like, yeah, you know, I've been doing this for 20 years and it used to take me, you know, 10 hours to do this, but now I can get it done in like 2 hours, and I can do this, this, this. And usually when I make these, I make them a limited series, so only you and I get one, and that's it. I throw away this app. Like, you can convey that whole story like that, and you get to that point after you've done it enough times. Gopal says, yeah, he just wanted to fight. You have to respect yourself and run a business. You do. You do. But yeah. Man, it's 10:23 already. All right, later on this week, I think Friday is the cutoff for art. Send in your art. Send in your cosplay. We had a lot of good stuff for the anime contest. After this, we're going into versus. We're hitting, Thanksgiving is approaching, so what better time to do fighting games, because you're all going to be fighting with your families. It's all the time that you'll be spending with them. If you're spending time with them, who knows what's going on with COVID. Let me get that. I think the link is pinned to the top of this, actually. Charles says, I just want to get where I feel comfortable with talking price. It takes a while, Charles. It really does. And I think of like the best way to, or how I can help with this. Maybe we should do something where we could actually have some artists on here at the same time and talk about pricing their work. Or maybe we can do fake pitches, like fake selling your artwork, just to make it, because it's one of those things, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. It's almost like a callus that you build up. And also, you know what? For art, one of the things that, this sounds so obvious, but it helps so much in talking about like commission artwork. Whenever people ask me for something like that, like even a project, like if someone wants a website, someone wants a mural, whatever it is, I ask them, I was like, well, what is your budget looking like? Or what is, and then like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm like, well, about how much do you think you're looking to spend on this? Like the maximum amount. I was like, I'm not, and then I tell them, I'm not looking to drain all your money, but I want to get an idea for what you're looking to spend, so I can make sure that I am not giving you something that's exceeding that. And then if they still don't know, I'm like, okay, well, about what size a piece do you want? Like, do you want something that's like an 8x10? Do you want like a humongous wall size thing? Do you want this, 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 or this? Because once they start talking about size, it's easier to talk about money. Hold on.
That's what she said.
Because people associate, it's easier to associate, okay, here's, if I want to get this thing that's a 10 by 10 foot piece, and I only want to pay $50 for it. It's easy to say, okay, you want a 10 by 10 foot piece, just the ink alone, or the paint alone, or whatever, it's going to cost so and such. And so, on top of that, there's my time. There's the time, like the prep in terms of getting ready and playing this out, and then to make this, da, da, da. And then you can start talking about price. Same thing for like an 8 by 10. You say, okay, well, my price is, $10. You're like, okay, $10, that's fine. Like, okay, well, here's what I can do for $10. I can give you a quick sketch. Da, da, da. It's like, oh, well, I don't want a quick sketch. Like, I want something really detailed. Like, I want to get this, and that person in there. Okay, well, if you want all that, then it's probably going to be more like around $300 or $400 because you're talking about a lot of things here. Hey, what's up, Eel? Good to have you back. Thank you for sharing the stream. So a lot of times, if you can drag out what it is they want, that will end up kind of walking y'all down the path of pricing. If you draw another piece by Friday, that'd be fantastic. I just like seeing what you make, Charles. Like, your stuff is freaking dope. I still talk about your Nightcrawler piece to people. Gopal says, Charles, you have to stand your ground and take your lumps. State your price and stick to it. So don't undermine yourself in front of other people. If you have to rethink price, you can do that on your own. Thanks for sharing. Again, Eel, you get a handshake. Oh, wait, no. You get, yeah. Here you go. Oh, Eel shared it again? Oh, man.
Nothing can stop me!
I think stand your ground. I would say stick to your price for the most part. Kind of like what, oh god, I just missed it. Gotta give that back to Eel. Dang, Eel's sharing like a machine. I like it, Eel. Kind of like what he's saying, don't crack under pressure, or don't fall apart in the middle of an agreement. But it's okay to reevaluate your price as long as it's valid. Let me give you get another handshake if I can find it. Because sometimes we do price things wrong, but the main thing is that you're getting in an actual conversation where you can discuss the price intelligently. And if somebody, and I do agree with Gopal on that, if someone's coming in way low and it's just being unreasonable, that's when you got to stick to your guns. Yeah, I've had people want to pay like $5. Hey, can you do a logo for me? Sure. Yeah, I got $10. Nah, never mind. I don't think we're gonna meet in the middle on this. Logos take forever. Just you should go to somebody else. Here's some other friends I have that will probably be more in that price range, or here's Fiverr or whatever it is. Gopal says, that's the problem I've ran into, is being agreeable and undermining myself when I come under pressure. I think you can be agreeable and still, you'll find that balance, Gopal. You're still a young gun. You're still a young gun. No pun intended, but that kind of worked out. Charles, yeah, I'm doing illustrations for a little indie book, and I'm spending a lot of time on each piece versus the pay. But I have also never done this before, just building a name, I guess. It's building a name, it's building a body of work that you can then leverage in terms of charging for other things later on. I remember one of my first projects, thank you, Eel. I got a really big project. I lucked out. And after that, I was kind of just like, the agency didn't have any additional work for me. And so each day, I would get my laptop and everything together. And, well, was it a laptop? Man, I just had a zip drive then. I was loading. I can't remember. No, I did have a laptop. And I would take everything over to that agency. It was a small, it's like a boutique agency shop, 3 or 4 people. And I would just work on other stuff that was like personal stuff. And I would just work there and sit and wait, hoping that a job would pop up. And at one point, I got 2 illustration jobs. One was to do something for like the Florida Georgia game that year, and another was for like a fishing book. And I had to kind of like take all these pictures of fish and draw them as like line art technical illustrations. And I think at the time I was getting paid maybe like 15 or 20 an hour, I think, to just redraw fish and redraw fish and redraw fish, because it wasn't really anything where it was pushing me from a creative perspective. Like it was very, like there were skills that I needed to do it, but it was skill sets that, yeah, anybody who just finished like a few classes in Illustrator could have probably done. And I was just grateful to get the work. But more so, it was just giving me. I put way more time into it than I should have, but it was so I had work to then leverage when I priced out other projects. And when I was applying to other jobs, I was like, hey, here's the caliber of work that I make. Which is kind of different now because there's so many opportunities to make stuff for yourself now, and having content creation is like an acceptable form of content creation is accepted in terms of professionalism. Not everywhere, obviously, but much more so than the past. So you could probably make stuff for yourself and present it as such to get another job or to get other work. But back then, you had to do work for other people. Otherwise, it was just like, oh, you just made this thing up? This isn't real? Nobody else saw value in this? Why should I pay? It's just kind of how it was. Yeah, maybe we need to do an art talk, an art pricing talk, and get a bunch of artists in here to kind of like share their experiences. I wonder if I'll talk to Jesse about it. Maybe I can ask AIGA, because they cover this kind of stuff a lot. I learned a lot about this stuff through the AIGA, because I would then go to meetups and things of that nature where I was talking to other people who were kind of like now. I was the one then who was asking for help and like, yeah, how do I price this stuff? Like, I'm making this and drawing this and designing that. Like, how much do I charge for it? How much are they willing to charge for it? And being young, I wanted to charge the professional rate. And then when people wouldn't pay me the professional rate, I was like, oh man, what's going on? And then the professionals were like, no, you got to charge way less. And I was like, yeah, but you guys charge this, and I'm better than y'all. And they're like, no, you're not. You think you are, but you're not. And then as more time progressed, I'm like, man, I am not better than those guys. I thought I was. It's just, yeah, I figured out. Tell us, if you can, tell us more about this indie book, or if you could share any of it with us. It doesn't have to be here tonight, but in the future, please share it with us. I'd love to see what you're doing. I want to say online bidding is a great way to get extra work. I used to get illustration work from I don't know if it's still around. It used to be called Guru or Project Guru or something like that. And you would just bid on work and you say, this is my price, this is how much I'd pay to do this, and you show examples of your work. People accept it or not. I guess it was kind of like an early version of Fiverr. But yeah, I got some stuff paid really well, some stuff paid some stuff paid crap, but then the stuff that paid crap, I put in crap amount of time into. Charles says, yeah, if we do an art talk again, I'll talk about the struggle. It is a struggle. It's a struggle for all artists. The more creative you want to be, the more difficult it is until you hit that certain point of notoriety or build up that certain either fan base or clientele base where things tip over. And there's quite a few people in town who have made a living doing freelance art. You just have to constantly be able to market yourself. You have to network. You have to get in front of the right people. But I think I'm done. 10:36. Let's close this down. I want to play. I gotta hit the gym still again. And I want to play Ghost tonight. Maybe I should play Ghost right now. I'll play it for a little bit. Where's my controller? Actually, yeah, y'all let me know if you can hear this, because I'm doing this a little bit different. I changed the settings on my PlayStation. Whoop. Where is... There we go. Doesn't look right. Doesn't look right either. Why does this stuff look off like that? Let me know if you guys can still hear the PlayStation, because I changed the settings and I'm hoping I can start doing voice chat in the PlayStation and hear them, and you guys can hear too.
An adventure of the ghosts.
I don't know why my screen is so cut off though. There we go, that's better. We gonna do it, Charles. We'll do it again. I'll invite Elena, and then I can invite Leslie and like a few other people on. But that looks weird. What's that? Is that a reflection of the... What is going on? Whoa! How am I doubled up like that? There we go. Okay, that makes sense. I thought I broke reality or something. Let's see. See if Ann will jump on. Anybody else playing Ghost right now? They put up my volume. I don't want to play without the water. Renzo, you're playing? What's Are we friends on here? Are you playing multiplayer Ghosts, or you're just playing Ghosts? Look at them. Look at this father-son combo playing Warzone and Verdansk. They're prepping for tomorrow. DJ Blast. That's not Renzo. Ooh, someone's practicing playing some Fall Guys. Message right now. See you better practice. I'm the person that gets banned on PlayStation. Renzo, you don't own it. I thought you bought Ghost. Ugh. And server error. Did I send you another invite? Okay, I'm gonna try to unplug my headphones for a second. You guys have to tell me if you can still hear stuff. Can y'all still hear? I don't think the audio is working. I think now I'm absorbing the audio. See, can you guys... Can y'all hear the background of the PlayStation? Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh man, that was loud right into headphones. I probably just blew out Anne's ears. Hey Anne, can you hear me? Let's see. I think y'all can still hear me talking, but I don't think y'all can hear... Can y'all hear the game at all? Like if I'm clicking around? You don't hear the PlayStation? Just me? Ansys doesn't have headphones on. Huh. Okay. Well, let's see. How do we get the audio? Thank you, Charles. Trying to figure this out. Let's see, HDMI out. I want to see the audio. Audio devices. If I change this back to that. Now it doesn't seem like... Check. Okay, that's working. I think y'all can hear... Can you hear the PlayStation now? Take it easy, Charles. Can you hear it, Renzo? Okay. No, I can't hear anything. I think I have to get some other kind of weird splitter. Do I need 2 sets of headphones? If I have a splitter, let's see, Renzo, switch it back and maybe it's the volume level in OBS. No, it's not the... Because here, now I've got it back to where... Okay, now I can hear it, but I don't think you guys can hear it now. Because now the audio is going to the headset. Now if I unplug this, then the audio is back to going to OBS. Maybe this output... So now I think you guys can probably... You can probably hear the game now. And I think I could probably hear the audio, but I can't hear the actual... Actually, hold on. I could do it like this. If I change it to my speakers. There you go. This would actually kind of work. Sweet, I can, next time I do this, when I have people on, I can actually talk to them and stream, and y'all can hear the game. Alright, that works. I'm gonna take a picture because I'm probably gonna forget this in the future. Y'all can take a screenshot too if you guys ever want to do this. So I probably need to switch off switch output device automatically. Take a picture of this. Actually, I think this way you guys could actually hear. You want to play? Okay. I thought you were gonna get your headset.
Choose and I tell it.
Let's do the story.
One of my favorites.
Okay, hello.
I think they can hear you on the. Can y'all hear Ann talk? Say something, Ann.
Something in.
Yeah, I think you're coming in on the stream. Renzo, did you hear her on the stream?
Which of these legends
What happened
interests
just now?
you? Excellent choice.
Oh, Renzo. Oh, sweet. They can hear you talk this time. See, Renzo, you should get the game. Then you can play too.
This is a story of sacred relics, stolen for profane purposes, when the Mongols targeted divine artifacts, and now the ghosts rose to stand in their way.
Okay. I don't have glasses on, so yeah.
All right.
I don't feel like going downstairs. Oh, sit back a little bit. Yeah,
As the ghosts neared, they were met by a single monk.
Like on Twitch, not playing anything. So
What's that?
it showed me on your friends list that I was playing the game. It totally wasn't. I didn't even have the game up.
Oh, weird.
I guess maybe it was the last active game on.
Maybe.
Mongol scout was pulling his cart. He ran to warn his friends when he spotted me.
As the ghosts knew, a scout meant more Mongols were near.
Oh, I don't. Oh, shoot.
What the fuck? Oh, I forgot he's on our side.
Mongols appeared intent on killing the monk.
Get him, dog.
Fears of the Oni suddenly charged at the ghost. The demon's eyes were as red and fiery as its massive shield. The ghost ran to help.
That was me. I threw that.
The monk
Renzo's right. Anne knows nothing of stealth. Renzo says Anne knows nothing of stealth.
Oh, stealth. I get shit fun. Oh, sorry, cursing. Forget stealth.
I'm an assassin!
Though there were many stolen relics, the statue was nowhere to be found.
Sacred to our people.
The ghost continued searching within all the timber.
Yeah, it's follow. Go ahead, go be stealthy.
I'll get the one on the right. I'll get them both, actually, if you want to.
I don't have a stamp.
Ghosts discovered the rest of the caravan's guards.
Oh, I'm coming. Oh, the dog just came through.
It's here. But where were they taking it?
Got it.
Along with the statue, the ghost found a map with the path the Mongols were taking.
I know that area on the map. I'll show you.
Hey, hey, hey! Somersault, somersault.
Many believe temple statues hold great power, sometimes even containing a spirit. The ghost arrived at the first marked location on the map and planned their attack.
If the map is right, the Mongols will pass this way soon.
Sure, plan our attack. Let's see. Ambush the Mongols using barrels. Oh. Where are you? We gotta like set up barrels.
Okay. I'm at the point.
I put a barrel right there.
There's. I think I've got a barrel in the right place, do I not?
You'll
Okay.
notice them like
Oh, it says the caravan's arriving.
yeah. Okay, I've got one. I've got two set up. Do you see where they are?
Yep.
I'm up here. Whenever they show up. Here they come. Don't jump down there when I explosion thing.
The ghosts defeated Mongol and demon alike, but more enemies were on the horizon.
Like I've got this icon just sitting there.
What happened?
Okay, I think let's talk to the monk.
The ghosts heard the rest of the caravan approaching.
Alright, here they come. I'm gonna explosion the barrel again. I'm gonna let like okay. Oh my god!
Oh shit, you okay? I'm coming.
We should not seek vengeance, but we will.
Good dog.
They have no carts with them. Perhaps the things they stole have already been taken ahead. We should find out where they were going.
You want to get health?
Oni found many ways to travel between the heavenly realms. Some even convinced humans to release them from their prisons. The ghosts reached their final location on the map in the Umugi swampland.
I dare not go any further.
Oh
It's
crap.
up to you now.
Fine, we can be stealth.
Yeah, still.
Hello?
I can barely hear you.
Hello?
Okay, now I can hear you better.
I said, I think I'm going to
Countless statues and relics litter
Okay.
the grounds, stolen from the temples.
For centuries, I was trapped within the temples. You
It's okay, I let myself die a lot.
free the rest of my kind as well. You will all.
That's much better than this, but you know, I want to be sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Oh, behind us. Oh, come on.
Sorry, it's kind of hard to hear you. I gotta change my audio settings or something.
Oh, it's better that way.
Okay.
I'm saying bad words. Oh yeah, I was dancing, just dancing. I don't see her. I think there's one more. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Eager to protect the stolen statues and relics.
Oh
Eager
crap,
to
I've got
protect
2
Ego's
bruises
armor.
here.
Coming.
And they're just on fire, but... Oh! I died. Right. In my defense, I don't have buttons. I do wish you could crawl in this.
I know, right?
Are you gonna pick me back up?
Yeah, they teleported me outside by accident.
Okay. Like that's what
Crap. Crap.
I'm probably gonna beat up. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I got trapped in the business.
Sorry.
Oh crap, there's still a guy alive in here.
Coming.
Oh, he's dead. I don't know where he came from. He had like 2 hits left. Weird. There's what?
The only leader defeated, Eo's plan had failed. The statues and relics were returned to the temples and kept under watchful eye. But even today, some claim they feel the power of Oni,
Oh, that was
pushing
quick.
against the prisoners eager to enter our world once more.
All right. I'm gonna end the stream, but you want to keep playing?
If you want to, I can't stay up late. Tomorrow's my early day.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Be original, do good. Renzo, stop being you. All right.
Listen to
Hey,
these tales.